Hey guys, today's video is going to be about the April Curlkit box and the amazing Creme of Nature products that are in it. This is the Straight from Eden conditioning treatment and also some really good samples. I was too excited. It's like, oh god, it's like warm cookies. But each of the samples are in the box, so you get the Twirling Custard, the Pudding Perfection, the Butterlicious Curls, and also a sample of one of my favorite deep conditioners, the Moisturizing Milk Mask. And these are all part of the Argan Oils for Curls line. For the style tutorial that I'm going to do today, I'm going to actually use the Twirling Custard, which I have a full size of because, of course, you guys know I'm addicted. I'm going to do, the first time trying this, the Faux Hawk, but with flexi-rod. So I've already prepped my hair by putting the bottom part in 2 ponytails. I'm going to do 4 ponytails total. So here is the Twirling Custard. You'll need a brush, the Goody hair ties, a comb, and here we go. So I have the top section, and I'm going to take maybe about a dime size of the Twirling Custard, but as you can see, I'm detangling the hair with a wide tooth comb. And this is actually an old twist out that I'm doing. So I'm using the Twirling Custard, which is really light and has a kind of gel-like consistency, taking about a dime size amount and smoothing on the edges so that it can be a little sleeker, and then chasing it with a brush. My edges are not silky by any means, but I just do this so it's a little more smooth. And then I take the Goody hair tie and I go around, maybe I guess 3 times to make it really nice and tight. So that is ponytail number 3. And now for the last one, I take the hair in the front, which is my shorter kind of bang and side area. And again, do the exact same thing. Detangle with the wide tooth comb, take a little bit of the Twirling Custard to smooth, and then I'm going to use the Goody hair ties and the top one. So again, it's 4 of them total. So fingers crossed. I've never tried this style before, but I'm always looking for a way to get 2 or 3 hairstyles out of one. So I did a twist out, and as I was starting to get old, I was not really ready to wash my hair again. So I said, let me try this, and it was a perfect timing with the Curlkit that came in the mail. So let's see what happens. So you're going to need flexi rods and end papers. I'm going to use the small green and yellow flexi rods. And again, just taking small sections and about a dime size amount of the Twirling Custard just to dampen the hair a little bit. And I use a wide tooth comb and also then chase it with a small rat tail comb to make sure it's all smooth. The end papers as usual, and I use my same windmill method as you guys have seen in all my videos, and then I'm just securing it like I would normally with the flexi rods. So I'm going to go through each ponytail and just take small, maybe 1, 1.5 to 2 inch sections. I'm never super anal about the size of the sections. I just try to make them. The only tip I would say, I guess, is don't make them too thick, because then the smaller the curl, the more defined, the smaller the part or the section rather, the more defined the curl is. So you can see that's what's happening. This is also my first time using the Twirling Custard for a set. I've used it in the past for curly ponytail wash and go, so I'm really curious to see how it does and how my hair reacts to it in this state, because I've only used it before, again, when my hair was like soaking wet as a curly wash and go ponytail. Happy twirling. So I'm going to keep doing exact same thing through all the sections. So all done, all done, all done. Now taking the Creme of Nature Perfect Edges, and again, I've said before, I'm not an edge Nazi. My edges are never going to be quote unquote like super silky or baby hairs on fleek, but I do like to use the perfect edges to really smooth them down so they're not super fuzzy. So I'm going to go put the perfect edges on and chase it with the brush again. Move them all the way around my perimeter and the exposed face. And I'm using a soft 4 bristle brush. You can use a harder one. That's just the one that I like, this one, because it's nice and soft and I don't feel like it's like ripping my edges out. Almost. So yes, my matador moment with my scarf. You can take a satin or silk scarf. I'm actually going to go to bed because, as always, I'm starting my videos late at night. This is a really great scarf I got from Silky Wraps, which is a company that makes really great satin bonnets and scarves, as you can see. I'll put their IG info here, but I'm going to tie this down so I can go to bed. And you can see how this works for today. Good morning, day 2. So taking the scarf off, as you can see, the perfect edges has really helped lay my hair down, and I'm going to start taking the flexi rods out, and let's see what's happening with these curls. So I can tell as I'm taking it out, the Twirling Custard has definitely given me definition, but it's a really soft hold, which is cool because the goal with this faux hawk, this flexi-rod faux hawk, oh my god, it's a mouthful, is to have it really nice and frothy, because I want it to try to look as full as possible. I used a few of the yellow, the larger flexi rods on the top part because the hair is longer, but I will say that I think next time I will use all cream. So all the flexi rods are out. I'm taking a little of the straight from Eden repairing oil and starting to separate the curls. I'm not as careful as I would normally be about making sure the curls are nice and perfect as I separate, because again, the goal for me with this faux hawk is to just have it nice and frothy, because I want to try to camouflage the fact that my hair is in its 4 ponytail. So I'm going through and separating, and fluffing kind of all at the same time. So as you can see, it's starting to take shape. But the curls have really good definition, but they're soft. So this is turning out much better than I hoped, because I was really afraid that it was going to be a disaster and I'd be stuck with this video of saying, well, don't do as I do, but hopefully it turns out better for you and not for me. So I'm really happy on how this is turning out. So as you can see, it's really starting to fill in, nice and frothy. And this is another great style if you are transitioning or getting heat damage. So a little tip, you can use hairpins to strategically pin the hair to create volume where you need it. So as you can see, my hair on the bottom, most of the heat damage is gone, so it's a lot tighter, but in the center, I still have some heat damage on the ends. So I'm going to go in with the hairpins and just kind of pin it to lift my hair and to really give it shape and fill it in. And this is a little tip that I've picked up from working with hairstylists on set, because it's a great way to just again camouflage and create the volume that maybe you don't have. Still separating and lifting and pinning and zhuzhing. Yeah. Grabbing the perfect edges again to still go in and chase and do some last smoothing of the edges. So here you go. This is my first try at my faux hawk flexi-rod, or flexi-rod faux hawk. So I'm actually not too mad at how it turned out. Just a note, if you don't want to, you don't have to sleep on it overnight. I just always tend to do these videos late at night, so I'm tired when I'm finished and I don't feel like sitting on the dryer and going through all of that, so I went to bed. But if you started earlier in the day, you can sit on the dryer for about 40 minutes, let the product set, take the curls out, and go on about your day. Again, April Curl Kit, I love it. What's so cool about these boxes is $20 a month. You get full-size product samples, and it's a way for you to feed your PJ habit but not break the bank and get to try products that maybe you've heard of and been kind of hearing about and wanted to try. So again, for this style, I use the Creme of Nature Twirling Custard. Feel free to experiment, to see how you can come up with this. Some people do it wet to dry. I took an old twist out and was able to, get new life out of old hair. So there's always new life. Don't worry about it. So thanks for subscribing, and more videos. Happy hair, happy life. Your favorite hairista. See you later.